yeah, 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 yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, yeah. Morning bends the corner of the room, coffee breath and half closed blinds. You name the things that bruise you, tiny bills, old ghosts, the daily grind. You try to move the furniture of life, shove the cupboards, clear the shelf. But some doors are nailed to history, some storms won't leave themselves. So you learn to work the little gears, to tilt the light, to change the view. Because revolution's not just fists and flames, sometimes it's doing small things true. If you don't like something, change it. Stop with what your hands can touch. Move the picture, mend the tea, and stop the sink. Spend a little brash, a little much. But if the mountain won't be moved, in the tides of language you can't speak, change the way you think about it. Soften the edge of what feels bleak. Bleak, 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 bleak. You kept a list of should-haves, names, and ink that never dried. You try to argue with the mirror, blame the weather, blame the ride. So you pack a smaller suitcase of your anger, fold the edges, sew a seam. Turn the heavy into something you can carry. Learn to live in softer dreams. There's patience in the art of shifting, encouraging renaming pain. Not giving up means changing course, or changing how you feel the rain. If you don't like something, change it. Take the photo off the wall. Learn the routes that reroute you. Make the crooked hallway small. But if the sky keeps playing thunder, if the map won't let you leave, change the way you think about it. Find the sweet inside the greed, 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 greed. Not every fight is yours to finish. Not every wrong can be undone. Sometimes strength is a quiet choosing. Softer battle one. You can be the carpenter or the poet. 2 hands to build, 2 hands to weave. And when the world is stubborn, darling, teach your heart how to believe. If you don't like something, change it. Cast a vote with how you live. Trim the habits that no longer fit. Offer up the space you give. And if the mountain keeps its secrets, if the clock refuses peace, change the way you think about it. Let the heart become a lease. Change the small, change the big, change the name you call the pain. And when you can't move the thunder, hum a song and learn to dance in rain, 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 rain.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. I set myself. The sun wakes slow on the boardwalk, skin coffee steaming, postcards I kept within. You said the shore was safer if you never tried, but safety's just a room where the light hides. I count the cracks in the pier like prayers. Every goal calls out what I'm not prepared to hear. But the ocean keeps us patient, unblinking verse. So I learn the language of the hurt. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Hold your breath at the bottom, bottom. Ride the swell of the earth. Let the salt clean the map out of your hands. You fall 1,000 times before you understand. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Neon motel signs like constellations gone cheap. We mapped our futures in sand that the tide would keep. You left a footprint shaped like a question mark. I tried to trace it back and found only dark. City sirens sound like a metronome of doubt, but the sea has a rhythm that pulls you out. So I lace my fears like wax in my feet. Step off the lip and meet the beat. You can't stop the wave, but you can learn to surf. Lean into the rush when the night undoes the turf. There's a lesson in the drifts, meaning the burn. If you hang on through the crash, you'll find your turn. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. When the sky falls low and your compass breaks, when the lighthouse blinks and the whole world shakes, breathe in the salt, exhale the weight. The sea will teach you patience and what patience takes. There's this world that remembers every secret shore, and it keeps coming whether you pray or ignore. So fold your hands into a shape that floats. Name your fear, then let the current roll, 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 roll. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf. Taste the bitter, the bright, the sudden curve. Cast a whisper before it becomes the shout. Stand up slow, let the doubts wash out. moments with the hurt. I'm practicing my balance on the edge of the world. You taught me to be afraid. The seat taught me to move. You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to groove.
Yeah. Yeah. Candles at the sink, hands stained like stained glass. You hum a hymn to the kettle, the morning flows like brass. Pockets full of small things, receipt to key of faith, the thread. You stitch a sermon from the leftover, preach to the bread. There's a cathedral in the corner with the light lean slow. Holy dust on the mantle, quiet prayers in tow. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Light your candle in the hallway, be the lighthouse in the star. Turn the crumbs into bread, turn the scrape into a song. Build an altar out of ordinary, and let the simple make you strong. Laundry like a litany, the radio chases dawn. You memorize the way the city breathes and then moves on. Coins like constellations in a bowl of waiting hands. You map the sky with small acts, we draw the promised lands. Every worn out shoe a scripture, every bruise a verse. You consecrate the moment, bless the universe. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Plant a hymn in the window, plant a hymn in the window, plant a hope behind the scar. Up a banner from the weak, so a banner from the weekday. Hold communion with the jars. Build an altar out of ordinary, let the simple heal the heart. If heaven is a ledger, mark the margins with your name. If grace is an appointment, keep showing up the same. Forgive the small betrayals, the spilled milk and the late replies. There's gospel in the getting by, resurrection in the tries. One match in the dark can be a whole congregation. One brave word at the table starts a quiet revolution. You don't need a temple paved in marble, gold or stars. Bring your hands, bring your hunger, bring the light you are. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Hold your smartness into courage, let it carry like a car. Turn the hush into a chorus, let the broken sing its part. Build an altar out of ordinary, altar of the beating heart. Leave the sermon at the doorway, take the embers in your palms. The world is made of moments, make them quiet, make them calm. Do what you can, with what you have, where you are. Be the luminous small thing, be the long impatient star. Ain't nobody got a time machine, just Sunday mornings and heavy lungs. Ain't nobody got I wore my past like a denim jacket, frayed at every seam. Kept the names in late night fights stitched into my jeans. Tried to press rewind with whiskey, tried to bargain with the moon, but you can't ring the bell that taught you how to lose. Mama put her hands on my shoulder, said, son, it's on today. Like she was lighting matches in the dark to find a way. You can't walk back doors, can't change the screams you said, but there's a front porch sunrise that's waiting up ahead. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, no, not tonight. But anyone can start today and stitch a different kind of light. Lay down the blame, take up the pen, write what you'll defend. You can't steal the past back, but you can damn well make a new ending. Make a new ending. Start here, start now, start breathing. I counted all my losses like the lines on my palms. Thought regret would be the thing that kept me from my plans, but regret's a heavy stone you can carry or you can put it down. And sometimes the bravest thing is not to run from town. Found some cracked hope in the pocket of an old coat. Warmed it with my bad decisions, learned how to stay afloat. No rewind, no do-over, no clean slate called before. Just a stubborn ache inside that says there's always more. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, no, not tonight. No, but anyone can start today and stitch a different kind of light. Lay down the blame, take up up the pen, write what you'll defend. You can't steal the past back, but you can damn well make a new ending. Make a new ending. Start here, start now, start breathing. I ain't talking pretty, I'm talking honest. You wake up, lace your shoes, call your mama, say you're sorry. Or don't, but do something that scares the hell out of you. It ain't glamorous, it's mornings and dishes and showing up. Some days the clock feels like a judge with the gavel you can't bend. But time ain't only taking, it's giving you a second hand, my friend. Hold it like a heartbeat, hold it like a vow. Turn the ache into a promise and the wind becomes the how. Nobody can go back and start a new beginning, no, not tonight. But anyone can start today and stitch a different kind of life. Lay down the blame, take up the pen, write what you'll defend. You can't steal the past back, but you can damn well make a new ending. Make a new ending. Start here, start now, start breathing. I set my jacket on the chair, I pick a road and start to hump. Today I trade my heavy past for a simple stubborn drum. Ain't nobody changing what's done, but today I learn a man. So I'll keep on walking forward till I make myself a new ending. Ain't nobody gotta, ain't nobody gotta know. Ain't nobody gotta know. Ain't nobody gotta know.
Yeah. I fold failure into the corners of my jacket. Count the reasons like coins that never stack. Stumble through a mirror that keeps talking back. It calls me quitter in italics, underlined in black. I learned the art of turning small defeats to trophies. Practice brave faces for the photos nobody sees. But the echoes get tired when you replay the same lie. And the bravest kind of stubborn is the kind that tries. Our greatest weakness is the hand that lets go. But I press my fingers to the door and refuse to slow the surf. And way to win is to try just one more time. So I'm burning every maybe into rhythm and rhyme. One more shot, one more scar, one more frantic midnight. I'll trade my quiet grace for one more fragile life. I keep an inventory of all the almost I broke. Postcards from the edge, sound but not yet in smoke. They tell me surrender is tidy and polite, but their tidy little closets are the worst of night. I wear my frayed intentions like a battle cry. Count the steps I fall in, there's places I can climb. The world is full of people who left maps half drawn, but I'll trace the missing lines until the doubt is gone. Our greatest weakness is the hand that lets go, but I'll press my fingers to the door and refuse to slow the search. And way to win is to try just one more time. So I'm burning every maybe into rhythm and rhyme. One more shot, one more scar, one more frantic midnight. I'll trade my quiet grace for one more fragile life. We are the loud and the broken and the brave who won't behave. We got the midnight merchant selling hope on overdraft. Say the word again like a prayer, like a dare. Watch the floor give way and the truth in the air. If the rule is give up, then I'll break it with a grin. If the script says fold, then I'll improvise and begin. Try one more time. Don't you fold, don't you fade. Mend the seams with clumsy hands and a debt you'll gladly pay. Try one more time. Sing it loud, sign it in the lines. We get stubborn to star like we get stubborn to fight. Our greatest weakness is the hand that lets go. But I'll press my fingers to the door and refuse to slow. And way to win is to try just one more time. So I'm burning every maybe into rhythm and rhyme. One more shot, one more scar, one more frantic midnight. I'll trade my silent doubts for one more stubborn light. So when the world says finish, when the lights decline, I'll whisper one more time and steal another line. Met the morning on the corner with the coffee and the brew. City hums like a slow apology, we're learning old news. You fold your hopes into a pocket, mend the seams with thread, saying losses are just lessons if you let them lie in bed. There's a lady selling sparrows, pinning sky to her sleeve. She says trade me one regret and I'll teach you how to breathe. We're not keeping score, we